We went out to breakfast this morning at a little place in Skibbereen, and we just had scones and coffee, and we were listening to Christmas carols, and they were like all the 1940 Bing Crosby stuff. It was like such a terrific.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
So different than the hustle and bustle of Connecticut, of New England during the season. And you know, I've never been a big fan of the holidays. First of all, I never remember they're even coming, so I always create this big chaos for myself, having to run around at the last minute finding Christmas presents.
Just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen.
I realized, I was never a fan of Christmas because I didn't like Christmas as a kid. It was always a season of a lot of tension in my household. My mother and father were from North Dakota. They raised us, for the most part, in Connecticut. And my mother was always homesick that time of year. And she was doing her best to recreate the kind of Christmases she had when she was a kid, which were, big extended family get-togethers and a Christmas pageant and, reading from the Bible, the Nativity story. And they were such fond memories for her. And she would invite the same family over. The Veltries would come over every Christmas, and my mom would play Christmas carols on the piano, and my dad would play along on the violin, and I would strum on the guitar, and we'd all sing Christmas carols. And I got my singing voice from my mother, by the way. And my father hated Christmas because he'd grown up a motherless boy on a farm, and it brought a lot of horrible feelings to him from his childhood. So the way he dealt with those feelings, of course, he would drink, and then tension would always erupt, and you could almost guarantee there'd be a big brawl on Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
And so it's all about creating something new for us right now, which means letting go of expectations. It means dealing with, disappointment.
With every Christmas card I write.
So I really liked scones and coffee and Bing Crosby singing Christmas carols. So I hope your holidays and your Christmases are fun. I hope they're the way you want them to be. And that the obligation stuff is at a minimum.
May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases